Hey guys, it's Brooke. Welcome back to my channel, or to my channel if you're new here. I hope you guys stay. So for today's video, I am doing something which you guys always love that I do, and that is talk to you guys about conspiracy theories. Now, today's conspiracy theories aren't really like serious conspiracy theories. They're really funny conspiracy theories, but I do want to talk about them and just like read them to you guys because they're some of the funniest things I've ever read. So stay tuned to hear about those. But really quickly before we start, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. Also make sure you guys follow me on all my social media right here. And yeah, let's hop right on into the video. So I don't know how many of these I'm actually going to read to you guys because there's definitely a lot, but I'm gonna try and get through as many of them as I possibly can without making the video too long. Okay, so all of these I found on this page I follow on Instagram called Hits Blunt. I don't even know if I can call these conspiracy theories, but I'm going to keep rolling with it. Someone who more than likely does a lot of drugs would think really hard about whether you do drugs or you don't do drugs. I hope you enjoy these conspiracy theories because they are hilarious. But also, don't do drugs, kids. Drugs are bad. These are hilarious sober. So, I mean, I get a kick out of these sober, so I hope you guys enjoy. All right, let's get into the video. Why does it cost money to get things added on your food, but they don't subtract when you take things off? This is a great question. I mean, anytime I'm at a place and I'm ordering a sandwich or ordering something and I say, but like, I don't want fries, or I don't want this, or I don't want that, why doesn't the price get cheaper? Someone should do something about that. Like that should be a thing. Saying there are no aliens in the universe is like scooping a cup of water out of the ocean and saying there are no fish. That one blew my mind. We can't even comprehend how big the universe is. I don't even think we know how big the universe is. Like, it's infinite. For all we know, it's infinite. And there are so many galaxies and so many like different places that we've never explored, we're not able to explore. Why do we think that we are the only human-like life form to exist in the entire universe? Like that to me is so weird. I 100% believe that there is something else out there. I don't know if it's like the stereotypical aliens, but like there's definitely other things out there that we don't know about. Imagine if there's like a whole nother Earth, like something exactly like Earth with other human life forms, and we just don't know about them and they don't know about us. You know what's creepy about Humpty Dumpty? They never said he was an egg. That is so weird to me. When I read that, I had to read it twice because I was like, wait a minute, Humpty Dumpty's not an egg? Because when I picture Humpty Dumpty, he's a literal round egg, like an egg. And when he falls, like the eggshell cracks. Like, I'm so confused. If he's not an egg, what is he? And why do we all think that he's an egg? It literally never says in Humpty Dumpty that he's an egg. So why did society choose him to be an egg? And why is that like a known thing? It's so weird. It must have felt pretty lonely to be the first astronaut to take a picture of Earth. A group photo of every human that ever lived and died except you. Well, I can poke a hole in this conspiracy theory. So yes, whoever was the first person to take a picture of the Earth, at the moment, it was all who had ever lived and all who had ever died, besides for them because they're outside of the Earth, which is just kind of hilarious. But it's not every person ever who's ever lived, because there are people who were born way after the first photo of Earth was ever taken. So I feel like I can poke a hole in that one, you know? The word Q, as in you cue the next song, is just the letter Q followed by 4 silent letters. Why does the English language do this? Why is English so hard? English is the hardest language to learn, and this is why. Because we just take a letter and then add 4 random letters that are silent to the end of it, and we're just supposed to guess that it's silent. Like, what? In a pool, you hold your breath. On a pool floaty, your breath holds you. Pretty interesting concept. Dragons would think it's cool that we create water in our mouths. Yeah, when I read this one, I was like, I have to share this. Like, dragons would probably be like, whoa, humans create liquid in their mouth, like we create fire. That's so weird. Maybe we roam around randomly when talking on the phone because subconsciously we're looking for the person we are having a conversation with. That is a really interesting thought, because I'm sure people's brains are somewhat wired to think like, oh, I'm communicating with a person, it's like face to face. Pre-technology, the only way people would be able to communicate is face to face communication, or like writing on walls or letters or whatever, but like people are used to communicating when speaking face to face. So after technology came about, I mean, I know when I'm on the phone, I'm constantly pacing. Like, I can't sit still and talk on the phone. Like, I'm constantly pacing around my house, and while I'm on the phone, I'll notice that I'm doing it, and I'm like, why am I walking back and forth? Like, where am I going? Why can't I just stand still? It's so weird. Every character from Winnie the Pooh represents a mental disorder. Winnie the Pooh has bulimia, Piglet has anxiety, Tigger has ADHD, Owl has narcissism, Rabbit has OCD, and Eeyore has depression. Those are so spot on that I don't even think they're I don't even think this is a conspiracy theory. I think this is truth. I think that when the producer of Winnie the Pooh created the movie, he totally wrote that into every character. And I had to share that one because that one just like mind blew me. Like, I was like, whoa, that's crazy. I mean, think of Piglet. He has so much anxiety, and Rabbit's OCD. Tigger obviously has ADHD. He's constantly hopping around on his tail. It's so crazy how spot on this is. Your voice in your head doesn't breathe. Ever since I read that one, I've been thinking way too hard about it. I will constantly, when I'm thinking in my head, try and like pay attention to see if my head voice is breathing, and it's not. Like, she never takes a breath. She just keeps going and going and going and never has to breathe. And it's so weird because like in real life, we have to breathe. So wouldn't you think that like your thinking voice would breathe? I don't know, I thought that one was weird. The lack of pockets on women's pants is part of a conspiracy theory to sell more purses and handbags. This one isn't even a conspiracy theory. I have so many pants that like jeans that the pockets are fake, and I can't stick my hand in them because they're fake pockets. Like, what is with that? Why don't we get pockets like men get pockets? It's not fair. All you clothing stores need to change that, okay? Because I love myself some good pockets. I love being able to put stuff in my pockets and not carry around a bag. That's actually so annoying. That annoys me so much. The hospital you were born in is the only building you leave without entering. I've been seeing this everywhere recently, and like, I don't know if I agree with it, because yes, technically, we don't walk into the building ourselves, and as a live human being outside of the womb go into the building ourselves, but like technically in the womb we're still alive, and like we still technically enter it and leave it. So I don't know. How do you guys feel about that one? Comment down below. If the history of Earth was compressed into 24 hours, humans have only existed for 77 seconds. That's like a minute and 17 seconds. How crazy is that? Out of 24 hours, we've only existed for a minute. That's insane. 100 years ago, everyone owned a horse, and only the rich had cars. Today, everyone has cars, and only the rich own horses. Crazy how times have changed. Crazy how that completely flip-flopped. I've never owned a horse, and I'm never going to. How can we recognize when something is strawberry scented when actual strawberries don't have a smell? This instantly put me back to like 7-year-old me with like those, what are they called? Strawberry shortcake dolls. And like, I remember their hair would always be scented a strawberry scent. Like, I can completely picture the strawberry smell scent in my mind, and then I think about a strawberry and like sniffing an actual strawberry, and I'm like, wait a minute, why do we do that? Like, why if I smell a candle, I'll be like, oh, it's strawberry scented, when a strawberry does not smell like that at all. I'm sure there's other scents that applies to too, but that's just so weird how we universally do that. If ghosts can walk through walls, why can't they fall through floors? Someone answer this question It confuses me. I don't understand. Like, a ghost can walk through a wall, right? But if a ghost were to walk up the stairs, how don't they fall through the stairs or like fall through the ceiling if they're upstairs? I don't get that. Like, do they have to consciously choose to walk through a wall? Can they not actually walk through walls? Like, what's up with this? Humans cut down birds' houses to make bird houses. This is just evil. Like, why do we do this? Birds don't need bird houses, okay? Birds live on their own. They make their own houses. We don't need to be cutting down their real homes to make them other homes that we think is better. Like, they know what they're doing. We should mind our own business. Shark Week is the safest time to go to the beach because all the sharks are busy being on TV. This one just made me laugh hysterically. Like, I literally was crying laughing when I read this one. If tomb is pronounced tomb and womb is pronounced womb, why isn't bomb pronounced boom? Again, English language, you are so confusing. Why does food taste totally different cold? Is heat a flavor? I'm not gonna lie, I thought about this one long and hard for a really long time. Is heat a flavor? And I couldn't come up with a conclusion. Like, is heat a flavor? What does heat taste like? Heat tastes different on every object if it does have a taste. I don't know, comment down below. Peter Pan was an angel that held kids' hands on their way to heaven, Neverland. That's why they never grew up. All those kids were dead. Again, this isn't a conspiracy theory, I guess. It's more of like a fact, I think. Like, I think that this was meant to be that way, meant to be portrayed that way. Or not like to a kid. I don't think a kid would be able to like think that deep and like be like, oh my god, like wait, Peter Pan's actually dead. But I think as an adult, reading deeper into the film, the subtext of the film is exactly what this conspiracy theory says. Like this video if you guys want me to do a conspiracy theory video talking about like all Disney movies and their deeper meanings, because these things really intrigue me. Like, I love this stuff. Water is crazy. It can burn you to death, freeze you to death, drown you, but you need it to live. That is so crazy. Like, water can so easily kill us. We can drown, we can be boiled alive, we can be frozen to death, but we need water to live. Why does the zoo charge us to look at animals they stole? It's so true. Why are you charging me to look at animals you stole from like the wild? That's not fair. How come pictures come out square when the lens is a circle? I don't know. I mean, looking at this lens now, like my lens is round, but like on the monitor thing, it's a square rectangle thing. Surgery is just stabbing someone to life instead of death. If a wolf disappears from a pack without a trace, the absolute biggest chance is that it has died. The reason your dog loses its every time you get home is because, as far as they're concerned, you keep coming back from the dead over and over again. Ever since I read this one, every time I come home, I understand why my dog is excited. Like, my dog literally runs up to me so excited every time I come home after like school or work, and it all makes sense now. Like, she thinks I died. She thinks I died and came back from the dead. Dogs are just so cute. Like, they're so cute. Anxiety is literally just conspiracy theories about yourself. So true. This one blew my mind. One day, you and your childhood friends all went out to play for the last time and none of you realized. Think about that. After I read this one, I literally tried to think so hard about the last time I like played with Barbie dolls or teddy bears or like went outside and like made up some imaginary game with like imaginary friends. Like, when was the last day that I did that? Like, literally, what was the date? I would love to know. Oh my god, okay, I'm gonna end it on this one because there's just way too many to keep going. If you guys like this video, I'll make a part 2, but I'm going to end it on this note because this one just literally blew my mind. The FBI doesn't follow anyone on Instagram, but they follow every Instagram account. Think about that. Think about that for a minute. The FBI doesn't follow one person, not one single person on Instagram, yet they follow every one of us on Instagram. Watching what we're doing, lurking through our stuff. They are watching us, maybe they're even watching this video, and yet they don't follow us on Instagram. So how are they looking at our stuff? Crazy, crazy, crazy conspiracy theories. Again, these are more of like funny joke kind of conspiracy theories, but like I totally love these. I think they're hilarious, and I think they're also like, some of them are like actually really cool concepts to think about. So if you guys liked this video, leave it a thumbs up so I know if I should make a part 2. Comment down below if you would like to see a part 2. I hope you guys did enjoy it as much as I did. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't. Share this video with some friends and get your friends to subscribe and join our family here. And make sure you guys check out my music YouTube channel. It is linked in the description below. I'm looking forward to posting so much new music and covers and lots of fun things on that channel, so definitely go subscribe there. A video is going up on that channel this week, so check that out. And have a very happy Monday. Mondays always suck, but I hope yours is going well, and I hope maybe this video made you cheer up if it wasn't going well. And yeah, alrighty, I will see you guys on Wednesday. Stay well, fam. I love you guys. I'll see you soon.